Hi everybody and welcome to another edition of the Quarter Racing Update at Remington Park. I'm Dale Day. This week the racing landscape changes a bit here at Remington Park as we only have 7 dates remaining in this 2013 American Quarter Horse season, and because we're moving into a Memorial Day weekend, we will not be offering racing on Thursday night, so we go Friday through Monday this week with racing on Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. and then Sunday afternoon at 1:30 and Monday afternoon, Memorial Day, also at 1:30. Then after that, of course, just 3 days remaining in the season. Next week, 2 weeks away, if you will, on May 31st and June 1st and 2nd. We'll talk more about what's happening on both of those weekends racing-wise here later on in the show, including a look at the Oklahoma Speed Fest and a preview of Heritage Place Futurity action coming up on June 1st. Also, we'll have another look at history's fastest athletes coming along, and we'll look back to recent stakes racing highlights and racing highlights in general here at Remington Park over the past week or so here in the month of May as the month comes to a close. Now, unless you have been in another planet and not here on Earth or even here in the U.S., there's no way you could know of the horrendous weather situation that's struck Oklahoma earlier this week. On Sunday, of course, tornadoes hit in East Norman and then moved their way through the Shawnee, Oklahoma area. And then on Monday afternoon, another violent F5 tornado hit through the Moore, Oklahoma town. The third time in 14 years Moore, Oklahoma has been struck by a violent tornado. Now, a lot is happening, of course, in relief efforts here for tornado relief in the state of Oklahoma and also, of course, with federal assistance. But the horsemen here at Remington Park and in Oklahoma are very much involved in what is going on. The Horsemen's Tornado Relief Fund is being set up by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association. You can make your donations going online in a number of ways at facebook.com by going to facebook.com Oklahoma QH Racing. You can also go to facebook.com RaceView Network. You can secure those online donations by going through PayPal. You can set up your PayPal account using your credit card there. And without a PayPal account, no PayPal account is necessary. So just go to these links at facebook.com Oklahoma QH Racing or facebook.com to RaceView Network. There's also Horsemen's Tornado Relief Fund at the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association via mail at P.O. Box 2907 in Edmond, Oklahoma. Zip code is 73083. You can make your checks payable to the OQHRA Benevolence Fund. And you can also, if you want to, drop off your donation in person there at OQHRA headquarters in Edmond. All donations distributed directly to help affected Oklahoma horsemen and families that were affected by the violent tornadoes on Sunday and Monday afternoons on May 19th and 20th here in Oklahoma. Rough 2 days of weather and, of course, a very rough 2 days and ongoing situation for many horsemen's families and Oklahomans at large and overall, because it will be weeks in rebuilding, as Oklahomans always do. So it's happened before, and we're ready this time again with the Horsemen's Benevolence Fund set with the OQHRA and also on those accounts at Facebook. So please go and do your part to help donate to the relief effort. We'll have a lot more on that. We'll touch on it again at the end of the program. Don't forget, more coming up here on the Oklahoma Quarter Racing Update at Remington Park as we get set for Oklahoma Speed Fest. We will race this week, Friday through Memorial Day Monday here at Remington Park. Again, keep your thoughts and prayers for the folks that were affected by those tornadoes going, though that helps as well as the donations. But please donate to the relief efforts. We'll have more on the Quarter Racing Update in just a moment here at Remington Park.
Quarter Racing Update Remington Park is brought to you by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, Speed Horse Magazine, Juniors of Oklahoma City, by Racing Free, and by Oklahoma Equine Hospital.
An official representative for horsemen in the state, the OQHRA administers race, benevolence, and scholarship programs, all to better the state of racing in the state of Oklahoma. Visit OQHRA.com.
Speed Horse Magazine, the industry's most widely read and respected magazine. Complete coverage of quarter horse racing and industry events. Sponsor of the Speed Horse Race Series. Visit speedhorse.com.
Racing Free is dedicated to acknowledging and rewarding the great people in racing who are racing free. In an effort to eliminate the use of performance-enhancing drugs, Racing Free offers incentives for all industry participants. Visit racingfree.com. Time now for Juniors of Oklahoma City's Highlights Recap. The last stakes action at Remington Park was on May 12th when the card was topped by the Bank of Oklahoma Racing Challenge Series. First up, the $40,000 Mariel Remington Park Distaff Challenge at 400 yards. Cruising the Wagon, number 6, topped the field of older fillies and mares. Holder of the 350-yard track record at RP, Eddie Willis the trainer, Jimmy Brooks the jockey. Trainer Stacy Shred Hill sent out number 9, Corona Might Go, most recently 4th in the Decada Stakes. The Altoona Derby winner had Cody Jensen in the irons. She was the co-second favorite with She's Just Toxic, the 2-horse. G.R. Carter rode the multiple stakes winning West Coast Invader.
Away sharply on the inside, south side of heaven. Here comes Shannon Shee now. She's Just Toxic. A Naked Spur, despite acting up, is right there. South side of heaven at the rail, bidding for the front. Shannon Shee duking it out with She's Just Toxic coming on now. Big Visions is rolling way outside. It's Big Visions coming on strongly. A breeze getting into it late. Down inside, south side of heaven, and She's Just Toxic. These two to the line.
She's Just Toxic noses out long shot, south side of heaven for the victory. Another outsider, Shanashi, finished in 3rd. The winner is a California bred, owned, and trained by Dean Fry. The meet's leading rider, G.R. Carter, the winning jockey. 20.115 seconds the final time for the Mariel Remington Park Distaff Challenge winner, She's Just Toxic. The Grade 3 Red Cell Distance Challenge featured older horses running the hook at 870 yards. Number 7, DM Streakin' Through Fire, was the favorite at post time.
SRD Bob Wire Bob hugging that rail, puts the nose on the front. Emperor Valerian is right there with the Passamaquoddy, sweeping 4 wide into the turn. That's DM Streaking Through Fire. Chased 5th wide is Doc's Dusty Okie. Now Stray Cat 6th finds a pocket to run through and is coming on strongly with Apollo Rocks, both looking for room at the quarter pole. Flying Fish is next, and last, My Bandera Beauty. Emperor Valerian strikes the top of the stretch on the lead by a length. My Bandera Beauty still well back, but now starting to move outside. DM Streaking Through Fire. Here comes Stray Cat, splitting rivals and coming on now. 100 yards to go. Stray Cat inside. Emperor Valerian fighting hard in 2nd. DM Streaking Through Fire outside in 3rd. Trying to come back is Emperor Valerian. These 3 on the line. Bobby Noses in the red cell.
A tight 3-way finish in the distance challenge, as it would be only Noses that would separate the trio. Stray Cat, the 2-horse, prevailing over number 4, Emperor Valerian, and DM Streaking Through Fire, finishing 3rd. Stray Cat, owned and bred by Vessel Stallion Farm and country singer-songwriter Lyle Lovett. The California bred is the only quarter-horse offspring of the thoroughbred stallion Storm Cat. Raymond Vargas, the winning trainer, Cody Jensen had the mount on Stray Cat. The card topper on May 12th, the Grade 2 440-yard Bank of America Oklahoma Challenge Championship. Number 7, BF Farm Boy, would factor in the outcome. Bill Harris, the trainer, Larry Payne aboard. Sleepy Gilbreth saddled 2 horses. Number 9, the Long Knife, most recently 2nd in the Leo Stakes at RP. G.R. Carter had the call. Also from the Gilbreth stable, Cold Cash 123, the public's choice in the $101,000 event. Cold Cash 123, the 2012 Horse of the Meeting at Remington Park, had Roy Valdez in the saddle.
They're off in the Bank of America Oklahoma Challenge Championship. Cold Cash 123 away slowly, but he's got some time. The Sunday Assassin right there. Wagons West with a good start from the rail. Here comes Cold Cash 123 now, splitting rivals. Outside runners testing the ice with BF Farm Boy into it now. Cold Cash 123 trying to gain the lead. 100 yards to go. BF Farm Boy. Cold Cash 123 grabs the front. It's Cold Cash 123 holding on in the Bank of America.
Winner of his last 3 races at Remington, Cold Cash 123 victorious in this year's Oklahoma Challenge Championship. The Michigan bred finished the 440 yards in 21.523 seconds, good for a 97 speed index. Cold Cash 123 was bred by his owner, T-Bill Stables Incorporated. Roy Valdez on board Cold Cash 123, winner of the 2013 Grade 2 Bank of America Oklahoma Challenge Championship. Juniors, Oklahoma City's ultimate dining experience since 1973.
Welcome back to the quarter racing update here at Remington Park. A lot going on into the Memorial Day weekend and good stakes racing coming up on Sunday afternoon. It's the second annual Oklahoma Speed Fest, a series of stakes events for eligible Oklahoma breds. Our second year of doing Oklahoma Speed Fest with the races including the Easy Date Handicap. That one at $50,000 for fillies and mares at 350 yards, 3-year-olds and older. 2-year-olds are in the mix on Speedfest Day as well with the FL Ladybug Stakes, also $50,000. And then the restricted Grade 3 Jack Brooks Stakes is the headline event on Speedfest. A solid field of 10 entered in the Remington Park Racing Office on Thursday morning. We'll take a look at a few of those contestants here as Jack Brooks again has become the marquee event of Speedfest Sunday. Feature Race Spotlight brought to you by the Oklahoma Equine Hospital here on the Quarter Racing Update. Oklahoma Equine Hospital with 2 locations to serve you just off I-35 at Ladd Road and at Oswalt Road. Here is Feature Hero, who was second in the Remington Park Oklahoma Bred Derby back in April. Feature Hero spotlighted here, making a nice bid, but unfortunately for Feature Hero had to run behind Brace for Bernal, who has been basically unbeatable this season. Brace for Bernal winning on by almost a length. Feature Hero a solid second. That probably wins most races. Feature Hero trained by Eddie Willis and will be ridden by Jimmy Brooks. Here's PYC Can't Catch Me. PYC Can't Catch Me defeated only once in his career. He scratched out of a trial race for the Heritage Place Derby a week or so ago, is now in the Jack Brooks. This was his effort a year ago as a 2-year-old in the Remington Park Juvenile. PYC Can't Catch Me, trained by Judd Curl, will have Rodrigo Vallejo up. Again, he's made 6 career starts, has only been beaten 1 time. Others in the Jack Brooks that need to be spotlighted include Heritage Place Futurity winner from 2012, BP Cartel's Alibi. BP Cartel's Alibi, by far the leading earner in the Jack Brooks, coming up on Sunday with total earnings of $535,000 plus. Aside from winning the Heritage Place Futurity in 2012, he also managed to run 7th in last year's All-American Futurity at Ruidoso Downs. Here is Slew of Success, running 2nd in the Mr. Masterbug Handicap in April. He's also in the Jack Brooks Stakes coming up on Sunday. So a solid field of 10. Most of them stakes winners in the Jack Brooks Stakes, a restricted Grade 3 for the Oklahoma breds at 350 yards for 3-year-olds on Speedfest Sunday. The feature race spotlight brought to you by Oklahoma Equine Hospital. Oklahoma Equine Hospital with 2 locations to serve you, located just off I-35 at Ladd Road and Oswalt Road. Oklahoma Equine Hospital with rehab facilities, including a cold saltwater spa and underwater treadmill. Oklahoma Equine Hospital serving the horseman's needs, the sponsor of the Feature Race Spotlight. We've got more coming up. Stay with us here on the Quarter Racing Update at Remington Park.
Speed Horse Magazine, the industry's most widely read and respected magazine. Complete coverage of quarter horse racing and industry events. Sponsor of the Speed Horse Race Series. Visit speedhorse.com.
An official representative for horsemen in the state, the OQHRA administers race, benevolence, and scholarship programs, all to better the state of racing in the state of Oklahoma. Visit OQHRA.com.
Somewhere there's music, I'll faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love's far away till it comes true. That you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, I'm near and far.
History's Fastest Athletes is sponsored by and produced in conjunction with Speed Horse Magazine. Deceptively, a 1990 Bay filly, was bred and raced by Texas horseman Roger Knight Jr. She was from the first crop of runaway winner and out of the multi-champion producing mare Femme by the thoroughbred Raise Your Glass. In her first outing, a trial for the Kansas Futurity, the Ruidoso crowd witnessed a 4-length victory, deceptively stopped the clock at 17.37 seconds, a speed index of 100, while setting the fastest qualifying time. Coming back 2 weeks later in the final, she quickly broke on top, and while under a tight hold by jockey Jerry Yoakum, finished 1.25 lengths ahead of her closest rival. Her final time of 17.22 seconds broke a long-standing track record at the New Mexico track. Next out for Deceptively was her trial for the Rainbow Futurity. She crushed the field by 2 lengths and set the fastest qualifying time to the Grade 1 final. Facing the future All-American Futurity winner, as well as a recent world record setter, Deceptively broke on top, never looked back, and won by nearly 2 lengths. After her domination of the first 2 legs of the 2-year-old Triple Crown, Deceptively sat out of the All-American Futurity. At year's end, she was honored as champion 2-year-old filly and champion 2-year-old. The word in many racing circles was that her racing career was over, but Deceptively came back at 3 years old to win the Grade 1 Rainbow Derby by an amazing 1.5 lengths after putting 2.5 lengths on the field right out of the gates. She retired later that year with earnings of $297,000 and the admiration of all who saw her perform. With her incredible speed and domination of her competition, Deceptively became a member of the exclusive club of history's fastest athletes.
Speed Horse Magazine, the industry's most widely read and respected magazine. Complete coverage of quarter horse racing and industry events. Sponsor of the Speed Horse Race Series. Visit speedhorse.com.
Plenty of extremely rich stakes racing still on the horizon as this Remington Park season wraps up on Sunday, June 2nd, the night before Saturday, June 1st. The richest card of the meeting, probably reaching $2 million and beyond, headlined by the $1 million Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity, the top 2-year-old race to this point in the nation, with many of these runners trying to move on to the big money races later in the summer at Ruidoso Downs in New Mexico, including that All-American Futurity. Let's take a look at a few of the qualifiers going to the Heritage Place Futurity. 2 nights of qualifying back just 2 weeks ago, with the 5 fastest from each night moving on. This is He's Relentless, to some a surprise qualifier. Blew the field away, winning by over 4 lengths. Trained by Amber Blair, ridden by Cody Smith. He's Relentless, top qualifier from the first night of qualification runs on May 10th, winning the trial and now on the $1 million trail. He's Relentless, top qualifier from trial night number 1, again on the $1 million trail. And He's Relentless doesn't care if it's a trial or trail. He's going to go for the big money. Heritage Place Futurity trials continue, of course. We had 11 on each night. She's a Lady James, actually 9 each night, with the fastest 5 moving on. 1 trial event produced 3 qualifiers, with Wagon Tails coming out fastest over This Candy Says Bye and She's a Lady James. Wagon Tails would go on to win by 3 parts of a length, but the trial was extremely fast. That was on Saturday, May 11th, and Wagon Tails out of the top trial with Judd Curl, the trainer, ridden that night by Rodrigo Vallejo. Again, 3 out of that same event, moving on to the $1 million final on June the 1st. Saturday, June 1, the Heritage Place Futurity, top race of the season here at Remington Park, richest race in all of Oklahoma racing, a $1 million Grade 1 event, with many of the participants trying to score the first big rich Futurity of the 2013 season, and then all hopeful, of course, for the bigger prize at the end of the year, Labor Day, if you call it the end of the year on summer, the $2 million plus All-American Futurity. But we're concerned with this one because they're still all on top of their game right here, and they don't have to leave Oklahoma to go for the big money. Of course, the Heritage Place Futurity, part of a mega card on June the 1st, with the total purses expected to reach $2 million. Also on that night, of course, the Remington Park Championship and the Heritage Place Derby, just two of the other main events on June 1st, Saturday. A huge, huge card overall. We'll take another time out. We'll come back with more on what's happening here this Memorial Day weekend and getting set to go to the final 2 weekends of activity here on the Quarter Racing Update. Stay with us.
Quarter Racing Update Remington Park is brought to you by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, Speed Horse Magazine, Juniors of Oklahoma City, by Racing Free, and by Oklahoma Equine Hospital.
Somewhere there's music, I'll faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, I'm near and far.
An official representative for horsemen in the state, the OQHRA administers race, benevolence, and scholarship programs, all to better the state of racing in the state of Oklahoma. Visit OQHRA.com.
Just 7 race dates remain in this 2013 season at Remington Park. Here on the Memorial Day weekend, racing is Friday through Monday. 6 o'clock start times on both Friday and Saturday night. Sunday afternoon, the afternoon of Speed Fest begins at 1:30. The Memorial Day Monday also at 1:30. Speaking of Feed Fest, Speed Fest, not Feed Fest. Feed Fest is something you do later on. Speed Fest, 3 $50,000 events, the FL Ladybug Stakes, also the Easy Date Handicap, and of course the Grade 3, restricted Grade 3 because it's Oklahoma breds, for the Jack Brooks Stakes. Jack Brooks, of course, the 8-time All-American Futurity winning trainer and 3-time Remington Park seasonal leading trainer. He is still 3rd on the all-time Remington Park list for training victories with 25 career stakes scores here at Remington Park. So he's 3rd on that list still at Remington Park. Now that is this weekend here at Remington, of course, on June 1st, Saturday night. First race at 6 p.m., a mega card led by the $1 million Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity. 2-year-olds qualified over 2 nights of trials, and they are in this race on Saturday, June 1. The race night also includes the $250,000 Remington Park Championship, with the winner earning a berth to the $750,000 or $1 million Champion of Champions. I think that purse has been up to $1 million now. That's at the end of the year in December at Los Alamitos in Southern California. Also on that card, the $250,000 Heritage Place Derby, and for the Paints and Appaloosas, the $250,000 Speed Horse Graham Farms Paint and Appaloosa Futurity. That's coming up that evening as well. So a huge program of racing on Saturday night, June 1st. Now again, one more time, we want to hit on the way you can help with the Horsemen's Relief endeavors for tornado victims here in the state of Oklahoma. Horsemen's Tornado Relief Fund. You can make your donation online by going to Facebook.com and visit the Oklahoma QH Racing site, or Facebook and the RaceView Network site. You can secure your online donations by using PayPal. You can also make your donations by sending via check to the OQHRA, Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, to their offices at P.O. Box 2907, Edmond, Oklahoma 73083 is the zip on the OQHRA to send checks. Please, in the memo line, make it 2013 Tornado. Just put that simply in the memo line. That way they can know what those donation checks are supposed to be going to. Again, the Horsemen's Relief effort for Horsemen's Tornado Relief Fund. You can also, if you'd like, go by in person to the OQHRA, or you can simply call them at 405-216-0440 for more information on how to donate. And here at Remington Park, we'd also like to thank everybody that stopped by with donations, as we were a Red Cross drop-off site early in the week, helping many of the people via the Red Cross through the tornado disaster relief for the twisters that struck on Sunday afternoon through East Norman and the Shawnee, Oklahoma areas, and then of course through Moore, Oklahoma on Monday afternoon, May 20th. So again, for Horsemen's Tornado Relief Fund, simply go to Facebook, either the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing site, Oklahoma QH Racing, or to the Raceview Network site. You can send a check with 2013 Tornado in the memo line to OQHRA, P.O. Box 2907, Edmond, Oklahoma at 73083, or simply call the OQHRA for more information on how you can help, 405-216-0440 for the Horsemen's Tornado Relief Fund. Racing does continue Friday night here at Remington Park on May 24th. First race 6 o'clock Friday and Saturday. Oklahoma Speed Fest Sunday begins at 1:30. That's on May 26th. Special Memorial Day activity on 1:30. Start time May 27th here at Remington Park. We'll have a salute to veterans and a moment of silence as well. Talk of the Town Orchestra entertaining on Memorial Day Monday here at Remington Park. We'll have some special concession pricing items as well on the plaza. So a great day of activity on Memorial Day with the 2 weekends to go, with the big wrap-up, of course, on June 1st and June 2nd here at Remington Park. Please make your plans to come out at least one more time as this big 2013 Remington Park season comes to a close. For all involved here on the Quarter Racing Update at Remington Park, I'm Dale Day. Have a winning racing weekend.